And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the 76ers, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Redick and Covington make up the perimeter, and it's Fultz in at the point. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And that one's good, Ingram.
And for taller players, the mid-range shot will be there. Ingram well served to knock it down. And at 6'9", Brandon Ingram played some point guard for the Lakers last season when injuries hit. He actually played point guard in high school and kept those perimeter skills even as he shot up in height.
Now here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the board.
Caldwell Pope outside. LeBron James on the wing. Caldwell Pope against Redick. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. And Chris Ingram, really underrated as a passer.
Well, that might be the best part of his game as a rookie. Great ball handling and playmaking ability for a player of his height. I think he has some point forward in his future.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game.
One shot.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy right here? Yeah.
On the free throw, no good.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. Two sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
Here's Ball. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Here's Ingram. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
McGee is screened. In the corner, it's James. Dishes it to McGee. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. There's a good screen. The dish to Embiid. Shoots over Ball. Embiid, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time. There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. Having split the two games so far this season, Coach told me he wants his team to be a little looser on offense. He said in the loss, we were static, overthinking each time down the floor. I prefer a more free-flowing approach tonight. We'll see if that extra freedom offensively works out, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because they have to be the team that dictates the style of play in this game. I mean, they'll be much better off in a shootout instead of a slugfest.
Here's McGee. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now here's Simmons. Redick with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Embiid. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. Simmons got 6 points. And he lobs it up. The shot's good from McGee.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They set the screen. Embiid with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Embiid the screen. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Again, Philadelphia.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. And stolen by Simmons. A floater, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
And you see Markelle Fultz and how he plays. Wasn't as hyped coming into college, but he changed that tune after one season.
And in that final year, Fultz grew a full 3 inches. I think that helped move him into the elite prospect range. At 6'5", with that 6'10" wingspan, he has the special size that you look for, and really was the lone bright spot on an otherwise underachieving college team.
The first free throw is good. That one misses.
And for the Lakers, new leadership in the front office starting midway through last season. For a franchise that had lost some of his luster, the hope is they can return to their winning ways.
Now, here's Ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's James, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And, Chris, we're not accustomed to seeing top free agents spurn the Lakers, but that's what's been happening the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's different reasons. I mean, it's drafting. Some players wanted to go other places. The fact that the looming shadow of Kobe Bryant there. But we'll see if they can turn things around.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, James.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
Now here's Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that one. He gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Here's Ingram. McGee a screen. Caldwell Pope outside. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
Lakers leading by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here's Ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Ingram missing.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dudes.
Right wing. Here's Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
And you got to get a hand up on Fultz. I mean, he continues to show improvement from the mid-range area of the floor.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Ball in the corner. McGee a screen on Embiid. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. McGee's got 8 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews, you see them, you talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation had a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as the generations before us did, and we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages that I have, that I've known some of these players since they've been young. I know their habits. I know that they're good kids, good individuals, and they just express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC mix? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to their style. But no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all pretty good kids.
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always...
Yeah, you already set the trend.
Now, here's Stevenson. Pass to Kuzma, and there's the feed to Rondo. Stevenson dishes to Rondo. Over McConnell. And that one goes long.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
Kicks to Smith. They set the pick. He dishes it to Covington. It's Saric, top of the key. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Stevenson. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Covington kicks to Smith. Saric, right side. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's the pick. Here's Kuzma. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Anderson with the ball. Pass to McConnell. Holmes, that's a screen. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Saric. Over Rondo. And he can't bank that one in. The Lakers in the lead. Stevenson outside. Expanding his range. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Saric outside. Screen by Saric. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely. Lets it go with a three. Not going to go that time, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Hart. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. High arcing shot. Saric grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Anderson. Saric. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now Stevenson. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Coach Luke Walton is coming from the 73-win Warriors team of 2016. He took over a Lakers team that has just finished off the worst season in franchise history. Quite a contrast.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy right here? Yeah, I got big one.
All free throws good from Lance Stevenson. And Walton, as interim with the Warriors, got 39 wins coaching just half the season in Golden State. Chris, how many games did he win last season in Los Angeles?
About half that number. I mean, it's a project. They got to build it up from the ground up.
Now, here's Anderson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. Stevenson outside. There's the pass to Kuzma. Back to Stevenson. Over Anderson.
Come on.
Los Angeles with another miss. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Stevenson. 16 seconds left to play here in the first. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. Hart, that's good.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
McConnell passes to Šarić. Off on the layup.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read it.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Šarić is out there with Anderson. And it's Smith, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Hart. And the rejection by Smith. Anderson outside. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Smith kicks to McConnell. Šarić just screen on run. And Anderson has it in the corner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Anderson's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Hart. There's the pick. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. The 76ers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Anderson with the ball, now guarded by Stevenson. Holmes, that's a screen. Smith kicks to Saric. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Fry. LeBron comes in for Lance Stevenson, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Hart. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Redick comes in for Smith, and it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. And it's Saric, that time on the assist by Anderson. Saric has got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Here's Caldwell.
The blinding speed of Caldwell Pope is virtually impossible to match up with in transition. He just gets down the floor so incredibly quick.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. That one drops for him. Lakers trail by 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. McGee is screen on Anderson. Pass to Kuzma. Feeds to Rondo. Clock at 4. James wide open. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 8 points for LeBron.
Got to guard James from the perimeter. He has worked on his 3-ball a lot over the years.
Fultz dishes to Saric. Now the feed to Embiid. Shoots over McGee. Again, Philadelphia.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
But yeah, using his size, that's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits it.
Now here's Rondo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. LeBron James again from deep. And the Lakers lead by 1.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Screen by Saric. Fultz kicks to Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Dishes it to McGee. LeBron against Anderson. Outside Rondo. Caldwell Pope for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. It's Anderson with the drive. He kicks to Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
James with it. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Kuzma. Kept alive, McGee. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. McGee's got 10 points in the game.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Fox out.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Justin Anderson. Redick against Caldwell Pope. McGee a screen. Caldwell Pope passes the ball. And the Lakers with another miss. 76ers have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Here's Simmons. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Redick. to the left wing. Here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. Embiid the screen. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target with the open look.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now here's Ingram. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And Ingram, with those long strides, devouring the distance to the cup.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Misses from short range.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
76ers trailing.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
Now here's Redick. Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram. You were talking about the fits for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
2.
And the first one drops.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Now here's Simmons. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
The 76ers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today, wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2 guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Hangs on the trifecta.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And Redick kicks to Embiid. Covington in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid with a screen on McGee. The 76ers with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Ball. Simmons pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And finished off by Fultz.
And for a point guard, Fultz is a great dunker. I mean, he gets up quickly off the ground to slam that one home.
And here's McGee. He's got 10. Ron right side. Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. Here's Ingram, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, and with his long arms, I mean, he could reach the rafters. Brandon Ingram with the 7'3" wingspan. I mean, guard skills with the reach of a center, that gives him a lot of positional versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Let me get big man. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
The first one falls. And you talk about the versatility of Ingram. What position, Chris, do you think he's best fit for?
Well, you look at a guy like Kevin Durant, who started as shooting guard and is now a combo forward. I mean, that might be a mold for Ingram.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Channing Frye's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for LeBron. And Hart subbed in for Caldwell Pope. So he gets them both. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. And the pass to McConnell. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Covington with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Shoots over ball. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by McConnell. 11 points for Ben Simmons.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Here's Hart. He feeds it to Ball. Stevenson left side. And it's denied. But he recovers it. And here's Frye from the arc. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. Ball with the bucket.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 11. Now Covington. Right side Simmons. And it's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Covington against Stevenson. They set the pick. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Ingram, guarded by Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hart. Connects from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Pass to McConnell. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Good on the bucket. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Now here's Stevenson. Goes up to the stripe. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Lakers lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
So and now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. The Lakers in the lead. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the 3. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber. An opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
Oh, it's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line. And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
Now here's Simmons. There's the dish to Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's James. They lead by 1. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Love watching LeBron whip it over to the open man. He's a genuine leader. Keeps his head up and eyes moving.
There's a good screen. And Simmons kicks to Redick. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 11 points in the game. Ball dishes to Ingram. McGee is screened. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Simmons. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The 76ers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
And here's Fultz after LeBron James hitting the three. Here's Embiid. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. A beautiful reverse layup. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Yet another easy make. They're really cooking now after making their 3rd straight shot to begin this half.
And Redick kicks to Embiid. Redick against Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, J.J. Redick had quite the interesting free agency period. Greg, ultimately he signs with the 76ers on a huge 1-year, $23 million deal.
Yeah, and this is the team that wanted him. Great fit with his shooting, something that they obviously needed. And Redick had a lot of suitors, but he saw something developing with this young Philly core.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Lakers setting a record last season for the most losses by 35 points or more in NBA history.
Yeah, fair to say that's not the kind of history you want to set. But Coach Luke Walton is accustomed to being on the winning side of those kind of beatdowns in Golden State. The team made a lot of moves in the offseason to try and avoid that again this year.
And both free throws good for Redick.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Ball with it. They set the pick. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Here's Ball. 4-point game. LeBron outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Redick. The tray. The putback. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. LeBron against Covington. McGee sets the pick for James. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
So both teams making some changes here. Lakers leading by 7. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Rondo wide open. Rebound by the 76ers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Over in the corner, Fultz to the paint. Here's Embiid, and that's good off the glass that time. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
To the middle. Here's James. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, that's just because he loves to attack the rim. Going for the juggler, extending this lead.
Fultz dishes to Saric. Screen by Saric. Anderson wide open. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Saric with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Embiid the screen. Redick for three. Redick can't get that one to fall.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The shot's good from McGee.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 76ers trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Anderson gets it to go. And here is LeBron. He's got 19. McGee is screen on Anderson. And they double up James. Feeds to McGee. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got 3 rebounds now in this one. He dishes it to Fultz. Back to Saric. Pass to Anderson. Over in the corner, Fultz. Cans it from downtown. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Saric with it. He's picked up by James. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. The feed to Rondo. Another shot. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Saric passes to Fultz. Redick dishes to Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And a sigh of relief for the Lakers back in May when they remained in the top 3 and were able to keep their draft pick.
Well, all the talk about the great talent in the 2017 draft. Not a year you want to be left on the outside looking in. Able to get Lonzo Ball because of that fortune.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Channing Frye's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for James. And Hart subbed in for Caldwell Pope.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Stevenson. Dishes to Frye. He kicks it to Rondo. Passes it to Hart. Over Redick. Hart, no good. Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Stolen by Stevenson. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Saric. For Los Angeles, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Two shots.
Hey, let me get big man.
And he can't get the first one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
The 76ers making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm on this shooter, huh?
And he sinks the second. Now McConnell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Screen by Sharch. Smith outside. And there's the pass to Sharch. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
McConnell kicks to Smith. Sharch with the screen for Smith. Shot clock at 5. Hits the front of the rim and out. Lakers leading by 3. Pass to Kuzma. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Kuzma's got 7 points in the game.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
And Redick kicks to Sharch. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got his second basket of the game. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Stevenson outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
We got shooter, huh? Box your man up. I got it.
Hey, just box out.
Hey, when it comes on.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got big man.
He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Redick. He feeds it to Smith. Pass to McConnell. Holmes kicks to Redick. For the tie. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Rondo passes to Stevenson. There's the screen. Back to Rondo. A 3-ball. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Rondo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McConnell kicks to Smith. Sharch inside. He's got 10, and he makes that one. Sharch has got 12 in the game.
I like to see the D with a little more energy out there. They kind of forgot about him.
Now, here's Stevenson. Tries a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Holmes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McConnell kicks to Sharch. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Hart on the money from 12 feet away. He's got 9. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Redick. Smith dishes to Sharch. From 17 feet out, but they recover it. And Redick kicks to Smith. Back to Redick. To the middle. He's looking for Sharch and finds him. Good D by Stevenson.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Holmes passes to Smith. Screen by Sharch. Smith drives in, somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Rondo. There's a screen. Pass to Kuzma from the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Rondo. Screen by Sharch. Smith with a wide open look. Another three for Philadelphia.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. The Lakers on top. They lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 3. And so in the game for the 76ers, Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. T.J. McConnell is out there with Smith. And it's Holmes in at center. Now here's McConnell. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Second chance shot. Holmes, good. Holmes got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. In the corner, it's Ingram. Kuzma passes to Ingram. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Ingram is so rangy. Hard to affect his shot without fouling.
At the line for your Lakers, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
Two shots.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you can shoot it. I got him. You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got big man.
And he makes the first. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Fultz, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy?
Yo, I'm
You gonna shoot it, huh?
Both shots good from the stripe.
A meteoric ascent for Luke Walton. 2 years before signing as coach for the Lakers, he was a part-time assistant with their development team. Now the youngest head coach in the league. He's almost 2 years younger than Kobe Bryant.
Now here's Fultz. To the paint, here's Holmes. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
I mean, that's the right call. Make the defense get physical with you and pick up some fouls in the process.
It's Ingram on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. McGee a screen. And they double up James. Lakers passing it around. It's stolen by Fultz. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Ingram, he's still getting his weight up and looking pretty strong that time.
Talk about compiling your coaching resume in a hurry. Luke Walton, in his first year as an assistant, wins a title. And in year 2, as interim head coach, leads the Warriors to the best start in league history.
Oh, it's all about timing and grace. 24-0 start. With Walton at the helm, they went 39-4. It catapulted him to the front of the line among head coaching candidates.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy?
Yo, I'm
You gonna shoot it, huh?
And that one falls for Ingram. The 76ers trail by 4. And Simmons kicks to Smith. Back to Simmons. The dish to Covington. The pass to Holmes. The tray. Another three for Philadelphia.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
It's Ingram on the wing. McGee dishes to Ingram. Back to McGee. LeBron kicks the ball. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Simmons passes to Smith, kicks it to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Holmes has a screen to take the lead. It's tipped.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Knock him in. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm on. You got shooter, huh?
The first one falls. Now with Caldwell-Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. And how often do we get to say that?
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Covington kicks to Simmons. Tries from 7. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Ball dishes to McGee. Feeds to LeBron. McGee a screen. Ball with it. Floats it up for James. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
We love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Covington. Embiid with a screen on McGee. Here's Simmons. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And the free throw line has not been kind to him tonight. And that's a running theme, something he's got to work on.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here is ball. The feed to LeBron. Launches a three. He kicks it to McGee. Covington with the steal. Dishes it to Reddick to take the lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Shooting for Philadelphia, J.J. Reddick at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And both free throws good for Reddick.
Wow, he didn't really make a concerted effort in the first to get some free throws, but now all that has changed. Much more active.
James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. McGee a screen. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Defended by Covington. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Fultz. There's the pick. Back to Simmons. Embiid the screen. And Simmons kicks to Fultz. They get it again. Embiid goes back up. Simmons controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball kicks to Ingram. McGee a screen. Will it go? Goes back up. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Knock it in. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy?
Yo, I'm
We
on
got
this
shooter,
guy.
huh?
That's good from McGee. The 76ers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Fultz kicks to Reddick. Embiid dishes to Reddick. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He feeds it to James. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Relax on the first.
Hey, just box out.
Hey, when it comes off.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend him? What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him, try to force him to take bad shots, tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready, make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Nice. Tying it up, though a little disappointed that he couldn't give him a lead.
Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Shoots a 3. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's deflected. Now Fultz. Inside. Here's Simmons. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
McGee the pass to Ball. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. And Embiid the screen. Covington with it. He's picked up by LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out. The Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Fultz. Back to Covington. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. The baseline J. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to LeBron. McGee is screen on Covington. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. To take the lead. Rebound by the 76ers. Passes it to Fultz. Embiid the screen. Outside, Simmons. Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Embiid with a screen on McGee. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
No, that's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
76ers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Fultz kicks to Covington. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Oh, that's blocked.
7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And again, no good by the Lakers.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Outside, Simmons. Here's the screen. To the paint. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Assisted.
Simmons got his 7th assist in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. The dish to Ingram. Ball kicks to McGee. Shoots over Embiid. And the shot no good, a bit short. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Redick with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
At the line, the 76ers, Robert Covington. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here's ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ingram dishes to LeBron. To the inside, McGee. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. McGee's got 9 points now in just the second half. The 76ers lead it. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Covington with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Puts it up from 12. Embiid, no good. The Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. The pass to McGee. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Philadelphia's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Covington with the bucket.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Now, here's ball. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, James. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
Fultz the pass to Reddick. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. Misses the baby hook. The Lakers trail. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Reddick. Caldwell Pope kicks to McGee. Feeds it to Ball. Over Simmons. Nails it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Now, here's Reddick. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. James against Covington. And stolen by LeBron. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it!
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 2. We've got 28 seconds. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. dishes it to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. McGee is screen on Redick. Layup off the pick. And Philadelphia calls time here. The score is tied at 107. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. For the win. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So the Lakers 5 right now. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Then it's LeBron James. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Kuzma in at the 4-man position. Here's Ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Covington's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. LeBron against Covington. LeBron passes to Kuzma. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The best part about LeBron's game is that he's unselfish. The easiest guy to guard is a selfish man.
Fultz kicks to Covington. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma, and there's the feed to Ball. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And Ball showing some killer instinct there. A solid athlete who knows how to score through contact.
Embiid the screen. Fultz kicks to Covington. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
LeBron James on the wing. And they double up James. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Philadelphia leading by 6. We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Here's the screen. Sharch dishes to Redick.
Shooting for Philadelphia, J.J. Redick taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Lakers trail by 8. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to LeBron. He's over Covington. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. LeBron's got 28 points for the game. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Covington against LeBron. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely active. They're coming down the stretch trying to see if he can close this one out.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Covington. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 30 points for LeBron. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Screen by Saric. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And Fultz gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. And they double up James. And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now here's Fultz. And Embiid drops them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 10. Pass to Rondo. Stevenson left side. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's third.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
McConnell with it. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.